Yeah. Yeah. Yo, stick to the script or get crucified and hung on the cross. These are the scars that you bear when you're becoming the boss. Don't let the negativity energy interject. Stay on D, and when they fumble, then you intercept. Only roll with who you know, keep your shit in check. Only go when it's go time, don't miss a step. Only go with the flow when there's no obstruction. Why the fuck would you flow over no production? Don't put your trust in the system, understand corruption. Stay focused on the prize, and the prize is nothing. Don't end up living all of your life expecting something. The shit is kinda disgusting. What's your function? Know that you've been infiltrated. This the game on hard mode. These vigilantes be plotting my people, resist the barcode. Stick to the guard code. No man alive could ever tread on my life. Know that I got God the source, I am the light. Even in the dark I absorb and gain sight. Fuck these broken wings, I still can take flight. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, nigga, that's law. We soon shall return to the throne, same as before. The story has been written, the writing's all on the wall. Resist the barcode, stick to the guard code. Don't be lacking, nigga, stay disciplined. You have no idea what type of shit you in. What type of demons that you dealing with, they listening. Responsible for your programming, conditioning. We can win, it's just about positioning. Your position. Be careful what you think and what you mentioning. So always keep your focus on winning, so you won't be surprised when you get this shit. This is it. May your soul find peace. May these rhymes find beats. Dropping knowledge to say the least. The war is on, no time to retreat. Only the strong survive, ain't no room for the weak. As long as I'm alive with a voice, I'ma speak. And I ain't into following the crowd, I'm unique. And I refuse to fall into the hands of defeat. No doubt. Peace. No man alive could ever tread on my life. Know that I got God the source, I am the light. Even in the dark I absorb and gain sight. Fuck these broken wings, I still can take flight. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, nigga, that's law. We soon shall return to the throne, same as before. The story has been written, the writing's all on the wall. Resist the barcode, stick to the guard code.
Hey, salute to each and every one who's tuning in, man, and listening on your devices, man. Yes, sir. Salute. If you know you're just listening on your devices, man, and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, man. Come on, man. As y'all come in, hit that like button. You got 11 in the chat, man. Only 3 likes. Get them likes up, man. Salute to each and every one who's tuning in live in the chat. Salute to each and every one of you guys and girls, man. Good afternoon. Yes, sir. No matter what you do today, I hope that when you woke up, you first gave all praises to the Most High God, man, the creator of the heavens and earth, and everything in between, man, and our ancestors, man, for once again waking us and keeping us another day above dirt, man. Yes, sir. Salute. What's up, Chef? What's up, Wick? Salute to you, Gamer. What's up? Miss Thelma, what's happening? Melvin, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Yes, man. What's Chef? What's happening, baby? What's up? Yes, Miss Thelma. Amen. What's happening, y'all? What's going on with you? Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Well, the Democratic National Convention starts today. I'm probably going. I'm probably going to do a little. Well, I know I am going to do later on tonight when it starts. I know I'm going to do something on that later on tonight. Rather broadcasting. I don't even know how I don't know how I'm broadcasting. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know how I'm a broadcaster, but what the hell? But we definitely gonna be up on that late when it starts tonight. So the first day is oh shit. The first day. Oh Lord. The first day is today of the Democratic National Convention. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button on first day of the National Convention. What's up, Gad? Salute, nephew. What's happening with you, baby? Salute, 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 salute. Ghost Town, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Let me send the link out there. What's up, Mars? Afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. What's happening, my brothers? What's happening, my nephews? What's going on with y'all, man? What's happening with y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Mercy, mercy me. What's happening, everybody? Yeah, man. This is got 4 days of the National Convention, man. So we're going to see what they're going to talk about. We know it's going to be exciting. What's up, Ghost?
What's up, Tom? What's up, Tom? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. I hear you good.
Yeah, man. After we had the conversation we had yesterday with Showtime and the guys that came in here, and it just bothered me as we got off the stream. I was listening in the emotion and the passion that was in Show's voice and listening to him, and I'm hearing the same thing with other young brothers about his age. Yeah, same thing, and it's all going back to this misogyny, bro. And I'm thinking, how is this happening in our community, and why are the brothers doing this? And it came to me this morning. I'm starting to think this is why. See, we was only taught as kids, as boys, and growing up that a man have to have something to fight. He got to be fighting for something, providing, doing. He got to be in that conflict mode all the time. And when he ain't in that conflict mode or and dealing with that conflict, they lost. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We don't have no secondary skills like that.
Right.
All we know is we better be whooping somebody's ass, or we better be protecting something, or we better be doing this. And when that ain't there for us to do, and that ain't there for them to do, then what do they do? And that's why the women, black women, are excelling in this era of intellect and technology, right? Because that's not required. That conflict resolution shit ain't required.
Right.
It's learn, acquire all you need to know, and then be able to reapply it. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with masculinity or what they've been defined as. So now they lost. They like, well, what do we do? Where's a spot for us? So now they resenting these women for being able to come up in these areas where they weren't told as masculine. That ain't nothing that you should be learning. Because if you recall, when we were younger, the kid that was doing all that reading and shit, he wasn't supposed to be around us too much. Look, bro, go on with that reading and shit. We don't want to hear all that.
They call them all types of names.
Yeah,
you're a square. You know.
And now what you're seeing in our society, and especially in the black community now, is these guys are lost and they can't find no jobs. They can't find no. They used to go to the military using
That's what we used to do.
Atlantean as an example. They used to go to the military, get a job. He said, I went and got me a job. And that's right. In the military, they taught you how to fight conflict. They taught you how to, that's man stuff to them. So then when you get out, what do you do? When you come back to the world, what do? You know what they wind up doing? Being homeless. That's what most of the homeless people, vets. Because that what they were taught as a job in the military, now they don't no longer have it in the real world. What do?
Yeah, and you got to understand too now when it comes to the vets. See, people got to understand Vietnam, when you go to war, especially those who went actual war, what they saw, their mind was so fucked up when they came home. What they saw their next door, I mean, right next to them, their homeboys blew up in half, body split in half. This the overall shit that they saw in that battle, and they was fortunate enough to come home. And then you got the government itself dropping chemicals on his own soldiers, Agent Orange. Then they find that out. So all the things that took place over in that battle, fighting what they call Charlie, and then fighting their own government, that's hell. If you want the definition of hell, that's why I say I don't believe in no hell when you die. No, hell is right here on earth, what you make it. Heaven and hell is right here above dirt. And what, especially Vietnam and Iraq, young boys in Iraq, even the most recent wars, that's hell. Watching your partner get blown into two and then coming home and still dealing with bullshit. So as far as the military, many of them just tapped out. That's why heroin in the 70s was so potent, because they didn't know how they found something to just deal with it, just tap out. And they're doing the same thing now. But as far as these guys like Showtime and, like I say, they only was taught that they're leaders. See, that's that Willie Lynch. Instead of embracing your sister, why would you want? Let's take our relationships and marriage, since we are married. Why would I want a woman who's weaker than me? Because I know I got to go out and fight just as a black man alone. So why am I going to put her in that submissive role? No, I need you to handle these races, because even today it's still going on. I need to know a woman who, just what the black woman designed, this is what she naturally do. She handles the business when the head of the house not there. So instead of embracing women as equals and as one, on top of Willie Lynch, divide and conquer, this is the result. Just broad. Listen to how he talk. Just broad. That's slave mentality talk.
And I'm gonna say this too, also to add to what you're saying. Well, here's what I want to say. So y'all got to understand, from the time we got on this country, not all of us, but the slaves in this country, the black women were always asked to do the same thing as the man.
Exactly.
The man and a woman that was a slave or black, there wasn't no differentiation. He picked cotton, she picked cotton.
Exactly.
The only thing that was different was probably taking care of kids. A woman was allowed to take care of kids. But as far as in that field, she was out there in that field too.
Because she had to take care of the kids and pick cotton.
So what I'm really trying to address is why our young black men have this, still want to have this white boy mentality about
what's up, Ms.
about this misogyny. Because see, that's what white boys hate. They don't like their mamas and sisters. And think about it, they wasn't gonna never let them vote. They, as far as they was concerned, barefoot and pregnant, that come from them.
That's them, barefoot and pregnant. Yep.
And we done assimilated. Now y'all young kids done assimilated so much of this white male misogyny, hegemony into their persona that they starting to sound like them.
That's why I say get that Paul Mooney's new book. Black is the new white. He tells you in that
Jim
book.
Brown, please quit telling me I'm being extreme and I'm generalized. I'm not generalizing nothing. What I'm doing is I'm describing that mentality. I know everybody don't. Do you hear me and Tone talk like that? Exactly. We don't have that mentality. I know everybody don't have that mentality. I'm saying it's a faction of our young black brothers that does.
And it's too many of them. Let's just say that. It's too many goddamn of them.
And now what you're looking at is this back to Willie Lynch, how he tried to keep us divided, told us that we'd be slaves forever as long as we stay fighting each other. And I'm trying to figure out how to get these young brothers past that mentality? Why are they still stuck at? Why they fighting with their sister?
Exactly. As if why she need to be perfect. And let's be honest, not just her, because they did the same thing with Barack.
Yeah, Barack same way. Treat him same way.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. They did the same thing with Barack. When it comes to black, we got to be perfect. But you still haven't said nothing about this pedophile, this white supremacy, this convicted, adjudicated sexual assaulter, this convicted 34-time felon. You have yet to come in here and condemn him. That's the problem. You ain't got to like Kamala.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why they not doing it. I told you, because they trying to assimilate to his persona. They like that Donald Trump is trying to be gangster with it. Like, I say whatever I want to say. Yeah. I treat hoes like I want to treat hoes. Yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you this male dominance and all this kind of shit. They like that. They want to see that because they want to be white boys.
Yeah.
They want to act just like them, and
that's not our thinking. That's not our thinking. That's not our thinking. That's not how we treat real women.
See, and it ain't godly neither. Let's just be honest.
How you honest?
Your grandmamas and stuff didn't raise y'all like that to disrespect women.
And you know they didn't.
Because I know a lot of brothers in the South. A lot of brothers in the South spent a lot of time with their grandmother because their mama was working, and so on. So that's what the older generation do. They raise us until they transition. So they instill a lot of those things in us. Man, them old women when instilling those misogyny in these kids.
And you know,
so where is it coming from?
Trying to fit in $1, but you hit it on the head. They're sold out. It's about the dollar.
They're trying to sell out as best they can, brothers. But that's because of the Gen Xers like Dion. Them people, those are the ones. It's all about the money, that kind of stuff.
Right.
That ain't rooted in no godliness. That all about the money, man. Jesus turning over tables. That ain't. That's why I told y'all all money ain't good money. I'm not telling you not to chase the bag, because you should make money.
Yeah, you should make money. Ain't nobody telling you, don't get it twisted. We ain't telling you go out here and do your hustle, get your thing on. But don't sell your soul.
When you doing it, listen, everybody should come up. But if you coming up off your people's back, one person coming up off the back of other blacks, now that's what's wrong. That's selling out. I'm talking.
Well, here's the problem. I mean, because we need help. We need help getting to where we're going. But when the same people, the black brothers and sisters, help you get there, you don't pull the ladder up and don't allow them reach back to help them. You don't pull the ladder up.
Absolutely, y'all don't do that. We should be doing
it. Get there.
But that's why I can't stand conservative blacks who run over there. That's holler, talk that noise with it. Because let me tell y'all something. They say that Democrats are crippling us because they gave all these safety nets. Because we basically, to me, the Democratic Party, the socialist wing, a faction of it, they're putting these safety nets out there for y'all. I don't understand why you don't want a safety net. Safety nets allows you to soar for the sky. Now, don't tell me about the person that want to just lie on the safety net, because I'm talking about just rest on it. Like they will say a welfare queen. Oh, she ain't trying to do better. Why are you worried about her?
Right.
Why, if you trying to do what you doing, how the hell are you worried about somebody laying on the safety net, just laying there making babies or whatever? Why are you worried about that individual? That makes no sense to me. You should be trying to get as high as you can. You should never be worried about the person down there. But that's what they do. Mm-hmm. The Republicans do that. That's politics that they use to try to divide. The safety net is there for people who need it.
Exactly.
And it should never be taken away. And if you out there doing what you supposed to be doing, you ain't never worried about no man. You think I give a damn about a person on welfare?
Anybody. Exactly.
If a person is on welfare, that ain't affecting my pockets not one bit. It ain't affecting my drive to succeed. It ain't none of that. I don't care what they doing with them welfare checks or what they trading them for or whatever. Don't bother me none. So I can't understand how you find Republicans who politicize that kind of position. Now it affects black men thinking. That should never affect you if you out there doing what you're supposed to be doing. All you need to know in the end is that safety net is there. If I fall, if I have to lose my job and fall back and go get some unemployment or whatever the case may be, it is there. That's what that's what's supposed to make the country great. That's what's supposed to make the country great. If you're an American, you ain't got to never worry about that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Guess who's constantly trying to make it where hell no, let's make it a dog eat dog world. Republicans.
Yep. Republicans.
All they want to do is they want to take away every safety net. But see, for black folk, we don't need to hear that nonsense because we know for a fact they ain't gonna hire us. We're gonna be last hired, first fired.
People on welfare.
That's why we need civil rights. Somebody was over there telling me civil rights back in the 60s. Bro, I think it was Atlantic. That's why you need them. Because if it wasn't for them,
back in the 60s.
Yeah, if it wasn't for those civil rights, which cover employment and all that other shit too, you'd be the first, you'd be fired all the time. They be kicking your ass about these companies, or when you go to get your whatever it is you go to the bank to get, you be the last in line. They're saying, well, nope, turn them away. We don't really need his business. All them unfair disparities and practices, that's what you need that for. So when you sit there and say, well, what has they ever done for me? They protecting your ass is what they done.
Let me highlight another ignorant, stupid motherfucker right here. Motherfucker, somebody on welfare ain't affecting your check not one bit, you dumbass. I told you niggas, get Civics 101. And I bet you graduated from college. You niggas just choose to be dumb. This is what I told, this is what I said. That's why my mother always told me, man, always told us, bro. Ain't nothing worse than an educated fool.
All sense.
Yeah, let's talk on that.
Ain't nothing worse than an educated fool.
Junior said that the welfare was affected.
Welfare ain't got a damn thing to do with your check.
Can he come up? Why don't you come up and explain how the hell your $15 an hour was affected by the welfare people? Come explain that to us. I would love for you to tell me how you getting paid $15. No, why are you getting paid $15 an hour? Is that being a welfare is costing you? Because see, what you don't understand is you're the one that's making $15 an hour. It ain't got nothing to do with the person on welfare.
Exactly.
Hey, so
I would like to know you only making $15 an hour.
Ghost, Gat,
what's up, y'all?
And I would like you to explain to me how the woman who got 7 kids on welfare making you make $15 an hour. See,
why the CEO making $2 million a year or $3 million a year?
Well, I mean,
they ain't talking about that though.
I would like to know, because see what they doing is, I'm telling you, the Republicans, what they do is they blame these women or they blame these social programs on why the country is the way it is today. So what I like to know, for the people who claim they should be making more money or they haven't been as successful as they should have been, how is a person who's getting welfare cheese, how is that person keeping your ass on $15 an hour?
Yeah. Hey, Big Tone.
What they're telling me is you's a damn loser. You basically blaming other people for your shortcomings.
Big Tone, can I just say?
Go ahead.
Can I just say one thing, bro? All you brothers out here that's hating on this woman, and I know a lot of y'all got daughters, aunties, nieces.
Yeah, there you
bro.
Go. Talk about that.
How in the blue hell can you sit here and hate on this woman, and in the same breath or sit there and tell your daughter? Some of y'all might not do it because you don't give a damn, but I know a lot of y'all good brothers out there that'll tell this, hate on this black woman that's trying to help. You know what I'm saying? The black community, other communities of color, even some low income white folks. But you'll sit there and tell your daughter, go strive to be whatever you want to be in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's what a good parent father gonna do to their daughter. You baby, you can be whatever you want to be. Now, this woman out here trying to become the president of the United States, reach the highest seat in the land.
Exactly,
Mom. Y'all sitting up here talking about, oh, I ain't voting for no woman. But you got daughters at home, got daughters and aunties and nieces at home. If somebody did that shit to them, y'all be the main one talking shit. If you gave a damn. Like Big Tone say, some of y'all don't give a damn about nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. But if you got a daughter and you give a damn about your daughter and you talking bad about this woman here, don't come crying to us when they do the same thing to her later on down the line when she tried to get into a high prestigious school.
Some shit,
you know what I'm saying?
A law degree, a doctor, something prestigious.
Right.
Something like that gets paid more than them.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and she get hated on, and you be mad as hell talking about they shouldn't have did my daughter like that. Well, you doing Kamala Harris like that? You holding her to a standard. You know what I'm saying? She more qualified 10 times over than this man. And y'all sitting up here talking about, well, she a woman. So fucking what? She's more qualified. You be the same person that get mad at somebody get passed up for somebody less qualified for your promotion. You'll go home crying to your old lady, your girlfriend, or whoever. This bullshit, I ain't get a job. I'm way more. I didn't work here 20 years. Come to work on time, employee of the month, however long, and they just give it to some white man.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that? So if you can come here and tell us that's okay, then you know what I'm saying, we can't do nothing but tip your cap to you.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna elaborate on what you just said, because see, this is the problem. One of the things I see is that black women at every level of society have been mistreated, especially at work. When you go to work, that girl could been doing project management for I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna bring a dude off the street who don't know a damn thing about the company, how the company is ran. He got he don't have nothing, no kind of culture with company culture, and put his ass at a management position. Instead of putting a girl who's a project manager, black girl who know everybody, everything, how the company work, they'll look right over her and bring a dude off the street. White boy off the street ain't even qualified. Not saying the dude ain't smart, but he ain't as qualified as she is from the drip, because she got company knowledge. So they'll move. That's right. They'll move somebody right over her, and then she'll keep doing most of the work. He'll come in and get the credit for the work that she's doing. I see it all the time. Some of the most incompetent ass guys in the world, white guys, come in and get a job. They done overlooked a brother or a sister who was doing that job right beneath them for years, and they overlook them. And I'm saying in this case right here, it ain't even close. This woman, she been functioning in the government for years, and they done pulled a incompetent white boy off the street who done bankrupt company after company, then done everything immoral you can think of, and they done trying to elevate him over her. Yeah, see, that's what we're looking at right now. And then you got our brothers, you got guys out there now talking about, I think they say the number somewhere around 17% of black guys now talking about they gonna go over and vote with the Republican. And they don't even know why. Other than the fact that, tell me, why are you going over there? You don't even know why. Well, they ain't never done nothing for me. Like Tone said, but what the other side did for you? Why you going over there? See, y'all gotta understand, we ain't telling you the solution is that she's gonna do something for you. What I'm telling you is, I know you will never get to the solution in the Republican Party. Why? Because the black people that's gonna give you the solution ain't gonna never get raised up to that position. See, in the Democratic Party, you may have got plenty of people over here that got the solution, and they got a pathway to getting something done. Right? We still got problems in the Democratic Party that we ain't resolved all the way through. But if black people gonna fix this, and you're a person from the black community, you can fix it much quicker through ascending to the Democratic Party than you will in the Republican Party, because it's diametrically opposed to what they want over there. They don't want your ascension. I'm talking about black people. They don't want your ascension in the Republican Party. You got no business over there. How would you be over with somebody, working with somebody that's constantly trying to pull the ladder from under your ass? How you think you'll get to the top? They constantly pulling the ladder from under you. And that's why we ain't got no business messing with them.
And the Democratic Party, you gotta understand, the Democratic Party is the true vision of America.
Right, it's diversity.
It's a broad tent. It's not just white and less than 1%
male.
Like over there, you might got 7 black people over there in the Republican Party. As a whole, far as Congress and Senate, you only got 1 black senator, and you only got what? 2 black congressmen. Make it make sense, bro.
Yeah, see you backstage, Tone.
Yeah, look, no, my God.
I'm just shocked by all these men, bro. And I know they got daughters and nieces and aunties, and y'all don't give a damn about y'all females and y'all family, huh?
They don't care, bro. They don't care.
Until come knock on their door.
No, but that's
I
not
don't
okay
think
though.
that's
That
good.
it's
That
okay.
ain't no good reason to not vote for her. If that
Yeah, that's not all
misogyny
right. Yeah,
reason,
we keep making
that
it
ain't
seem
no.
like it's
That's a
okay. It's not
terrible
okay for
reason
that.
right there.
Yeah.
That right there is a terrible reason. I don't give a damn what sex you are cutting my check. If you, as long as my check is on time, I don't care what sex you are.
Exactly.
Not even that's
I
about.
ain't never went to my boss and said, I think a male of being here paying me more. No, I give a
Yeah.
damn about who's
What
paying
you
me.
say, Gat?
Make sure
I
I pay
said
right.
what get you mad is like what Ghost is saying. Like first off, my brother Show, I fuck with Show 100 grand, bro. Show's my guy. Like, and I hope Show hears it because I want you to come back over here. Show always.
Show no love. We
Yeah,
all got love for him.
yeah,
You
we
know
all
that.
love. Yeah, nah, for fact. I
Facts,
know that
yeah.
we all do. But thing get me mad about Show is that yesterday you came in acting like me because I came to Tone months ago, Ghost, before you was jumping on, and he was explaining to me the politics because all I knew was red and was blue, right or wrong, Tone, and you was
Right,
breaking shit
right.
down. You was showing me what's going on, and I sat here and even shit that he told me, I went home, I did my own research, I came back the next day, asked him questions, I was getting answers. Even Too Small was putting me on his side because I'm not a tunnel vision. I see both sides of what's going on because I live
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what gets me
What's
upset
up,
is
Freddie
that
G?
like you
Freddie
act like
G,
you
what
want to
up?
hear, but then you were saying things like, I'm not voting for the broad. Our votes don't matter. Why should I go and vote? But then it sounds like your mind is already made up, homie. So if you got
Yeah.
that, you already got that shit in your head. It's hard for us to even change your mind. And then you pulling out
Hold on.
two smart talking points. You're talking about she gonna take our guns. You're talking about she's gonna do it. Yeah, these are same quotes that we have with Too
Which
Smart.
ain't
Now once again, I'm not. Let me make this very clear. Everybody, yes, and I apologize for not being on stream because I could have shut this all down ASAP. People want to catch feelings for Tone, putting people in the back room, calling people names, getting hyped. Which you got to calm down, Tone, because I told you too early.
Yeah. I said that. I said that on the record.
But
Bear with
at the
me.
same time,
Yeah.
I think people bring you on their stream for your content because the way you give it to them raw about whatever it is, Miami Heat or anything you talk about.
Right.
So Tone could act crazy, jump off the roof, tell you to go where the hell to go, how to go there about the Miami Heat. But something that he stands on and believes in because he's an older man like Ghost Town. They believe these views because they live longer than us. So they have more of understanding what's going on because they've been through more than what we've been through. So that's why I take what you guys say because forget about the odds, forget about the what's on paper. You guys been through the field, so you can tell me firsthand experience, which is more better than what I think is going to happen. Now, to land the plane is, I think honestly, y'all saying all this, but when Tone does it, you're making it seem like Tone is being disrespectful. But when he does it about everything else, it's fine, it's cool and everything. But now something that he believes in 10 toes down, and Fountain, you coming in here trying to troll, saying little funny shit, trying to be a little clown, and something that's really serious for you. But niggas is not gonna take what you got to say with a little grain of salt. And then you try to pull this stupid ass document bill about tips. Nigga, you should have put context to that shit. It's not only servers. The reason that bill was put in place is for tips for people with Uber drivers and Uber Eats being out there because a person that has a college degree like Ghost Town and people like me and have fully developed education, there should be no reason why Uber driver and an Uber Eats person is making more money us in tips than a person that's graduated with their bachelor's and associate's degree. Exactly. That's why that bill was passed, to make it make sense. So now maybe she feels like it's a wrong move and she wants to change it and pivot the wrong way because now the economy is going back the right way. So now we can give you more tips because it was fucked up at the time. Now put everything to contents. Don't just say things and just throw it in the air and make it seem like this is what's going on and that's what's wrong. You pulled and out of the whole stream that I heard that was like almost 3 hours long. Bro, that was the only thing you said that she did wrong. And tampons in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Really, my nigga? We talking about niggas stealing documents. We talking about a pedophile. We talking about somebody that was went to court for 30-something charges, and you talking about tampons. Come on, bro. Nah, bro. It don't make no sense.
They only did that, and that's what I'm saying.
Facts.
And it wasn't even context when he even did that with the tips.
Yeah, come on.
Because
I knew what the tips was about because you know why? All of my homies that never had no education was all doing Uber Eats. That was like the glitch out here. Uber Eats all day long. They getting $200-$300 a day just picking up food and dropping it off. But you know what? They realized. They said, oh shit, this is a little too much money for people that don't have no education. They're jumping on their school and doing Uber Eats right now, and they're getting paid more than somebody, like I said, like a teacher or somebody that's really helping the economy. So why would that? We're gonna do that. Now we're gonna cut this shit and put some tax on it because it's too much money. Now, what's wrong with that?
100% ball out. And that's where I was going next. That's basically what it was. He came over here to defend Priest and Too Smart. That's the reason why Show came over here. Which me and Priest already squared that out. That's the reason why he came over here. To call himself defending Priest who didn't need no defending. Priest handled himself very well. Too Smart, even though he He's just different. Too Smart, y'all gotta understand. Too Smart is on the cult shit. Now that's a whole different thing. But Too Smart even handled himself. So, but Show came to defend them. Because he didn't come, you can't look, man. If you're gonna ask us a question, finish your question and allow us to answer. You can't ask us a question and just keep talking. And that's what happened yesterday. And then he jumped wherever he jumped left. I'm disrespecting. I'm the fucking about disrespecting you. I'm trying to answer your question. What had Democrats do? Hold on for a minute, Tony C. What did Democrats do? Then I'll show you. Don't worry about it because I purposely kept it up. I kept this shit up all night. I ain't even take it down. I kept it up. So I'm showing you what Democrats has done. You asked me what Democrats done. Okay, that's a very fair question. And you say, what have they done specifically for black people? Ain't that what he asked?
Yep.
So what have they done for us?
I came and gave you what they did specifically for black people, and I'm highlighting it now. This is what the Democrat Party did specifically for black people.
Shout out for high-speed internet in the ghetto.
So when I show you what Democrats done specifically for black people, you keep talking, getting your ass, and ignore what you asked me. Because you know why they do that? They do that because they really don't want to know. They're only on the talking point and the self-hating bullshit that they're on. They don't want to know what Democrats did. That's a 50-year talking point, and they stuck on it, and they're going to stay on it.
Tone, this is why I want to ask you, why waste your time with these people? They're in a cult.
These people that they are nephews and sons. That's why.
These are people. Bro. Yeah, bro.
Information is needed.
No, but they're so into the cult, that cult.
No. Listen.
Some of them might have just got some bad information.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you saying what you're saying. I appreciate you being an ally. But bro, this family business.
Yeah.
And you don't know nothing about family business, bro. So the truth of the matter is, when you got a kid or you got a family member that is upset about something and they ain't seeing it the way you got to see it, you don't force it down their throat. You try to show them a better way. So this is something y'all don't understand. I know y'all just you try to beat whatever way y'all want y'all kids to act. We don't do that. We trying to show them that, hey, he a grown man. We respect it, but he wrong. When he's holding a misogynistic point of view, it's wrong, especially against our sister. See, I don't care that she married to no white dude, because I wouldn't care if a black dude was married to a white
woman. Exactly.
As long as he with us, as long as she with us, I can't be against her. And she on our side.
Especially with the hypocrisy.
And this is what we keep telling them. We're not voting because they're Democrats, just Democrats. We're voting because of the policy.
Right. And what they're standing in front of.
So hold on, wait. Let me just throw a scenario out there real quick. I'm an educator. I work it myself, so I know plenty of educators that work in the educating field, and most of them are married.
My wife a teacher.
Yeah,
so I know.
So the majority of them are married with their child and have like a whole house and everything. I happen to have a girlfriend. I don't have a whole marriage with a girl. I went a different scenic route. So does that mean they're a better educator than me because I'm not married to my baby mother? That means they
won't look down on you for that.
Hold on. Guess what, nephew?
Yeah.
To the Republican Party, they're better than you.
How does that make any sense?
Exactly.
You wouldn't know any of my personal information. Everybody that fucks with me right now on this YouTube stream is the same way I go to work. I go to work, I do my job, I come home. I don't go there and plan my day with my staff members and everything. No, we come here to do work, to work with these kids, and we come here to do our job. We don't come here to have a social life. I have my social life on YouTube with my girlfriend, my family.
Well, Gab,
So
you not being married is your business, bro. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna look down on you. That's your business, bro.
It's not affecting.
Yeah, that's your business.
If you see her coming to the White House with these guys looking all drunk and sloppy, then we got crazy. But as far as I check, her resume looked better than Donald Trump's resume. So what are we really
any day and twice on Sunday?
Because this is what I keep telling y'all. They are programmed. This is why I know where they're at even before we even start the conversation.
Let's tell you what up.
Because the first thing they always say, what they always say, nephew, what the Democrat, you on Democrat,
what they done for me.
Or what Democrats done
or
for
what they're gonna do for me now.
What they're gonna do for me now.
Yeah.
Keep your rights.
And then nephew said, so when I showed him about the schools and everything, but how do that help you? Hold on, bro. Now you're moving the goalposts. See, I called you out. I exposed you. Now you want to move the goalposts. What that got to do with me? What does it do for you? Hold on. Oh, okay. Since you moved the goalpost, well, let me tell you. That shows you that the policy is in place. That if I need to go to one of the programs, agencies, there are policies that can help me. That's what that do for me.
Right.
That's what it does for me. That means when I'm down at my lowest, I can go to an agency and the Democratic Party has made sure that the policy is in place to help me. Now, ain't nothing perfect because sometimes it's just based on you can get that, even though the policy there, you can get an asshole, Negro, racist ass white who's there. Who's just gonna put you through all types of bullshit.
Jump through all kind of hoops.
But that doesn't mean the policy is not there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I asked him, you know, when you talk about what's going to do for you, you got to define what you need. What is that you really looking for?
Exactly.
Because you got a ton of policies out there that ain't going to address everybody. That ain't going to address everything. But let's say, like, if you was one of them people that was renting, well, you like to know that your rent ain't gonna go up by $500 in the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that they're looking to protect you against. And Republicans ain't doing that. Why? Because the Republicans are your landlord.
Yes,
you think they gonna stop their money from coming? The landlords are usually Republican.
BigTone and Ghost. Did I hear y'all say she talking about giving first-time home buyers 25,000 racks?
Yeah,
man, bruh, that should y'all should be running. If you don't have a house, you should be running to the polls for her, bro. I had to pay almost $20,000 out of my own pocket.
Tony, I know I heard you should have heard me tell them, bro. She's the first one to say something about regulating them rights.
Yep.
Right.
They ain't heard no other politician even open their mouth about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know what that is.
That is a threat. I've been trying to tell y'all about the most clear and present threat to our community. That's it.
Keeping us renting.
Whites are the most clear and present threat to black folk community. They're not doing that in the suburbs. They go in the black area. You want to know why they go to black areas? Because black people rent. You can't go to no white suburb and try to force them into rent no house. Well, they look at your ass like you pray. Let me go buy my house, move that shit went around me.
And Ghost, this is a question I wanted to ask you guys. Is that why most states eliminated rent control? Because that helped the
Republican
the disadvantaged communities.
Republican, red state.
Make sure you put it in perspective. Yes,
Republican
states remove that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. So they're able to raise your rent, raise your gas, gouging,
mostly rent,
gouging, everything. They're able to do that. So what she's doing, and the Democratic Party is doing, they're putting a mechanism in place. But remember, see, here's another thing y'all got to understand.
Yeah,
she can't do it. She needs the Senate. And she needs the House.
Because you can overturn the executive order.
Although we sitting here talking about she doing these things and she proposing the players to do these things, How's she gonna do them if all they do is do an Obama on her and block everything she trying to do?
Everything she do
By keeping a house in the Senate. They can block everything she trying to do. And they will do that because I'm telling you, all of them are Republican and hard because they want to make money off of black folks.
That's what they
do. Everything they do is to make money off black folks back.
And go
That's
to Big
why y'all
Tony.
wonder why we ain't never got no wealth. The reason why we ain't got no wealth is it's constantly being transferred to them. We make money, y'all, but we can't keep. It's up how much you make, it's how much you keep. We make plenty of money, but we can't keep none because all they do is
all out
to keep off cannibalizing the black community. That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna do it. They've been doing it for over 400 years. They're gonna keep on doing it. That's why you have to be anti-Republican. Because the whole platform is to cannibalize black folks.
And that's why the student loan debt thing is very key, because when you go to try to buy a house, that's one of the things they're gonna look at. First thing, they looked at my wife's student loans, and we had to make sure that was good and taken care of.
Up to par, word.
And another thing, and this is what I'm saying. So y'all keep talking about Democrat. Who put that? He had to sign executive order.
Yep, to forgive that.
And fortunately, before the Republicans fought it, many people was able to put their papers in and get their student debt forgiven, while the Republicans was fighting not to get your student debt loans forgiven. But you hold on, Aunt. But you gonna come in here and ask me what the fuck the Democrats done when you got a party who is against everything you stand for, even you self-hating Negroes?
Take food out of kids' mouth.
And this is y'all. The Republican Party is against black empowerment. I don't know how to say it. I say it all the time. I don't know no other way to say it, but they are against black empowerment. Yeah, but don't let these fools lie to you and tell you no. We're about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. That is a lie.
Yeah, but
they are not trying to help black people pull themselves up by their bootstraps. You best believe it, because if that was the case, then how come every time we getting any kind of money coming from the government or any kind of program, they're always trying to stop that program every single time? Well, give me something that they trying to help. What was it called? What was it called? Platinum plan. That wasn't giving us no money. That was giving white folks access to our land, to our property, to our areas, our communities.
And he
ain't giving us no money.
And first of all,
then he didn't even do it. Yeah.
First of all,
let me say this. Who proposed loan forgiveness? Everybody been knowing it was killing us. Who did you ever see all the time Republicans was in power? You ever heard them open their mouth about let's give them some loan forgiveness? No, they would have never said that. Why? Because the banks would have killed them. And they all got their stocks rolled up in that shit. So they would have never gave that up. Because why? That's giving them up. That's losing their money. Man, the only people that gonna propose these things are people who are not in their interest, best interest. That's lower class, middle class Democrats. Yep, Democrats. If you in the upper 1%, you're never gonna open your mouth about giving no money back to no poor people. That's why black folk ain't got no business in that Republican Party
at all. Unless you're just the leaders.
Listen, if you that big of a sellout that you made all this money as a black Republican,
but we know
and you can't stand to see your change, just a little relief. Man, you just need to go on and die. I'm sorry. You just need you my goddamn enemy. If you done made enough money, where you done made all this money, and you ain't even got to see black folk no more. You ain't got to even see them. You done made that much money, but at the same time, you don't want to see no black folk come up. You just might as well go and die. Wait, get away from around me, because I don't need to see.
Yeah,
bro, that's evil. That's diabolical.
No, I feel Ghost. You right there.
And Ghost, you were talking earlier. You brought up something about a person trying to get a job as a marketing company, a marketer for a company that they don't know anything, the culture about it. The reason why you don't see a ton of women in general in positions of power, executives, or in that type of position is because boardrooms in general are very sexist. And if a woman even gets into a position of power, they're accused of sleeping their way to the top. They didn't earn it on their merit.
Well, that's a cross.
They will tell them that. They will say that about them.
But that already broke the glass ceiling for that. There's so many women executives now, CEOs, so they done broke the ceiling. That look, that's gonna be the talk of haters, not reasonable people. Anybody and understand, they ain't gonna care. They're gonna congratulate you.
Yeah, that's the easiest that she's a hoe.
But BigTone, you got people over there worried about, oh, they doing this to kids and all that. They putting this in the bathrooms, allegedly. But you supporting a party, or you not looking at, bruh, this the same party on the other side. They took food out of kids' mouth. They say no more breakfast, no more, you know what I'm saying?
No more free lunch.
No more
free lunch, bro, for the kids. But you don't care about that though.
But you worrying about what a kid I do for the kid. No, you don't. You don't give a fuck about them kids.
Thank you.
Smart. Y'all don't care about them. Because I just stick and call your name because you the two main niggas who keep talking about kids.
Democrat ain't never took no food out of nobody's mind.
What's worse, a kid seeing gay shit or a kid not starving?
Right. That's the only meal they get damn near the day.
Come on, make it make
sense. Say, no more breakfast.
That's just like abortion. Oh, you killing the abortion. Okay, but your definition, you abortion too.
Right.
Because you might want them to live it, but as soon as they live, you make sure you do everything you can to make them die so they don't survive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a hypocrisy of the pro-life movement. They care more about the fetus than the act. Once the kid gets to voting age, they send them off to war and kill them.
Yeah, but it's hypocrisy because the number one people who get abortions are Republicans who send their mistresses and secretaries overseas to get abortions.
You heard.
They cover it up. So
to the next day
that they've been playing, it is what it is. But look, if you're gonna ask, here's my thing. This is why I have a problem with it. Because I don't give a fuck. If you choose, bro, to vote Republican or don't, but whatever it is, that dumb shit. Because at this point, nigga, you gonna pay the price. But the only thing, somebody put yourself on mute, bro. Put yourself on mute, man. Thank you. The only thing is the hypocrisy. If you gonna ask what the Democrats have done, then ask what the Republicans has done.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I ask you what have the Republicans done, I don't want to hear the cop out. Both sides do it. No, I don't want to hear that. Give me policies that the Republicans have done. Because you stick your chest out when you asking me what Democrats done. You got a lot of mouth. I don't care. I don't care if you what, because black people in the Democrat, stick your chests out and call out the Republican Party. Because that's something you niggas never do.
Hey, BigTone, I got a question for you. You and go. Where's the Democrats Project 2025 talking about taking away rights and giving cops complete immunity?
Exactly. None. We don't have none.
Making discrimination legal. What the Democrat Project 2025 doing all that?
But that's the point I've been trying to make to everybody, Tony, that they don't. The Republican Party has no place for black folk. There's no reason the black folks should even be over there. Now, if you white, bro, let me tell you something. I can't be mad at white folk. Right. If they constantly protecting you all the time, giving you white privilege all the time. Again, why wouldn't a white person want some privilege or whatever? Get something.
Want to keep
always getting something. It ain't fair, but they always gonna be getting something. So I'm not sitting there saying I don't understand why white folks ain't running over there because they getting something, that white privilege. But for black people, bro, you are just plumb stupid. Ain't nowhere in the world you should be running over there unless you a token. If you one of them people that they giving something to try to bring other people in, to Tim Scott and all them people, if they giving you some money so you can bring people in, or you one of those plants that we got running around on the YouTubes, and there's plenty of them. They know who the hell they are, sitting up here trying to act like no, I'm really pro-black, and at the same time you promoting a damn black conservative agenda. Talking about I want to see the Republican win because I like my racism up front and close. I like to see my racism. That don't even make no goddamn sense.
Exactly.
You want to know that the dude ain't gonna give you a job? Are you kidding me? You want to see that you got to go. What did Anne Frank do? I mean, what the girl do? The girl did to Vivid, whatever the name was, whatever. Ann Coulter. When you want your white boys to talk to you like Ann Coulter talk to that boy. That's what you saying. I want them in power so they can talk to me just like Ann Coulter talk to him. That doesn't make sense. No, I don't want that motherfucker in power at all.
And don't do nothing to help my community.
I don't care that he's out front.
Ain't gonna do a damn thing.
He don't need to be in power because at the end of the day, what he's trying to promote is anti-black, which means he don't. She said it right up in front. I don't care who you are, what position you take. I'm not giving you no power. You won't have no power over here, is what she told that boy to his face.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad you talk like you talk, but guess what? You won't have no power over here.
Nope.
Now you brothers, y'all got to hear that specifically to you. She said it to him. It was meant for you. It was meant for you. So y'all ain't making no sense running over there trying to be conservative, black conservatives. We got black conservatives right here in the Democratic Party. You think all the black men in the Democratic Party agree with everything that they stand and doing over here?
And that's the sad part. And that's the sad part. Again, that's the ignorance. This is why I tell you. Do your research, man, if you're serious about it. Because if you're not serious about it, you don't care about it, you just going to choose to stay ignorant, then you're not going to, again, just like I say, I showed you what Democrats do for black people. You totally ignored it. You don't care. But let me tell you something.
Go ahead,
here's the only thing that just, I'm telling y'all, to the point where, and this side irks me, to the point where I wish individually they can use a micromanage to pick out all the niggas who didn't vote and all the niggas who vote Republican. And when them policies come in, make sure them niggas don't get the policies. And now I know that's just a me thing.
Yeah, you trying to get a micro target there.
That's just a me thing goes, you know what I'm saying? But
trying to micro target.
The most irk things, the Showtime, the Too Smarts, and all these niggas who keep talking about Democratic Party, they are the number one recipient of the Democratic policies.
He said that.
They ain't giving their ass no checks. No.
I swear to God, Ghost, I swear, man.
Oh, they'll get mad about that, Ghost.
I swear to God,
they'll be mad about that shit.
Again, that's a big tone thing. That'll never happen.
Hey, no, that's no Big Tone. That's the Republican thing to do, because you know they vote against everything, but then when they come to get the benefits, they be right there taking the picture, smiling.
Yeah, but we know what it is to do, but it ain't gonna never happen. So
I'm just saying, what you talking about?
Do it is because they still pay taxes too. So
they pay taxes too, right?
Right.
So
you know, that's why the Republicans do what they do.
I swear to God, boy. And y'all see, here's what y'all don't realize too. Let me give him something. Trump did it. When that disaster hit, Trump made California last. He waited when the wildfires was out there in California. He said, I'm not worrying about them. I'm gonna go in the red. He did it in the red states first. He put California on hold. People's shit was burning down. That wildfire was out of hand. So see, y'all think I'm being so facetious and everything. That motherfucker actually did it.
Yeah, he is vindictive now. Trump he's vindictive. He gonna get some vengeance.
But he dumb though.
Yeah, but if he got the power, he's smart enough to get his revenge. See, that's the thing. He don't give a fuck about no policy or nothing. It's about revenge with him. And he is smart enough to get revenge. That's the danger. We know he dumb. We know he ignorant. But he's smart enough to get motherfucking revenge.
Oh, the first time she called him a felon on that debate stage, he gonna lose all preparation and everything. It's over.
Well, he already know what's coming. He know what's coming.
First time she called him that.
Let me tell y'all what she should do. I'm gonna tell you how you can set his ass off. It's just me, maybe. I tell them like, you lucky that I wasn't a prosecutor, because when they convicted you last time, you never would have left the courtroom. I said right there into it. I made him flip out. He'll turn red on that stage.
He would.
You too gangster.
I asked the
Yeah,
baby to
that's
escort
too
you right on
gangster.
the back.
You acting too gangster. They gonna be like, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. I
Yeah,
told him
he
Biden's
went too
advisors,
hard.
I done told
No,
Biden
you need
and
to be
fight
gangster.
him.
He a
Tell him
criminal.
if he say anything about
No, she
them,
gonna call him a criminal now. She definitely gonna do that.
Hold on, Gat. If I was his advisors, I'd have told Biden the next time he say anything. This was before we go into the debate about them veterans. Tell him you'll slap him.
Come on, go.
Oh yeah. Trust me, bro.
Come on, go.
What do you think soldiers want to hear? What do you think soldiers want to hear? Soldiers don't want to hear no diplomatic answer. They want to hear they want to hear something like that.
I shoot the shit out you.
So if you're gonna defend, if you're gonna defend that community, that's how they want you to defend them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like his.
So I'd have told him, I said, listen, if you disrespect one more veteran up on this stage, I'm gonna have to come over there and slap you. I'd have told him right there on the stage. Everybody would have been like, ooh, they'd have been saying all that stuff, but I guarantee you, he the one over the veterans for the rest of their life.
Hold on, Tony and Gat. Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
Y'all think people don't want to hear that.
No. We ain't saying. I ain't saying that on here. I think it's a little. I think it's a little too cold, but
No, they ain't cold.
there's some people out there want to hear.
Let me tell y'all something.
I'll be more okay. This way you could have said more diplomatically. If you say something else about the veterans like that, I'm gonna have to move this podium.
Okay, that's a good one.
Something like that.
That's what I tell them. I'm gonna move
like how she told him to say it to her face. Hey man,
exactly. It like that. Come say it to my face.
Yeah.
That's smooth for a woman because she ain't got to fight nothing like that. But Biden gonna have to say something like, I'm gonna move this. We're gonna be some furniture moving up in here or something. I'm gonna move this podium. He got to say something like that because that's what veterans respect, bro. You ain't gonna stand up for no veteran with no weak ass answer.
Yeah.
If you're gonna stand up for them, you need to stand up there with them with strength. And he wants to try to project that he dominating you anyway, so you got to come back at him like that. I would have told him that. If you were gonna drop out the race, why not give us that little beautiful moment in history?
But
I've been running that shit on soundbite over and over again.
She's a double trigger for him. She's a woman and she a black woman. He ain't gonna be able to keep his composure on that stage with her for an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe about 15, 30 minutes tops. Before he go to calling her dumb and doing all this stupid shit he be saying. Watch what I tell you. Take the under. He gonna call her if the debate start at 8 o'clock. He gonna be calling her dumb and crazy by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Bet that.
Man, that man ain't gonna be that bold to call that woman no dumb and stupid.
I bet he goes. She triggers him because she's the two things he don't respect: a black woman and a woman. He don't respect black people and he don't respect women. I promise you.
If that white boy say on that stage that he allude to you ain't smart enough to understand this or you too stupid to do that. If he says that on that stage, he gonna lose that election.
It's coming, go.
If he says that on that stage, he gonna lose.
We gonna be watching right together. Watch what I tell you.
I can't see nobody letting him get away with it.
Watch what I tell you. Watch. She ain't even in front of him right now. He calling all out of name.
And he says that to that black woman on that stage, bro. He gonna lose.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I know them people done.
All right, I bet you $1 to a donut, Ghost.
No, I know they done coached him up better than that. You better not call us stupid on that stage.
He can't stay on message because Ghost. He has triggers. He has and he's 70-something years old, bro. He ain't gonna change. He might do it for 15, like I said, 30 minutes.
That may be red meat to some of his racist people. That's red meat to them.
It's coming, bro.
Good. Hold on for a minute.
Go ahead, BigTone.
I'm hoping that
he gonna do it.
Okay, hold on, Tony C. Hold on. First of all, he ain't gonna do it. That's number one. But me, I'm hoping that he do it. Because automatically he lost. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Tone. We want him to say it. We want him. We just know he ain't gonna be that dumb to say it. Because that basically gonna lose the election if he says that on that stage, bro.
He don't give a damn. He's 78.
Stop trying to see. Here's the thing with y'all. Y'all really think Trump is this bully? Trump only a bully when he's not in front of people.
No, BigTone. I ain't saying he a bully. I'm saying he ain't got the mental capacity to stay on message.
Trump got mental capacity for the perfect thing. To say shit behind people's back, out of the way of their face, and not in their face.
bro.
Because when he know that is somebody gonna punch his ass back, Trump don't say shit. Don't get it twisted.
So I'll tell you what.
I'll say again. I hope he do say it.
Right. Oh, and I'm predicting it is. So one of three of us gonna be right.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
And if y'all right, I'll come back and say y'all was right.
Basically, he already.
I just want y'all to say, Tony, see you was right.
But Tony, here's why he can't. He needs to draw in some people. To say that he's gonna lose a lot of votes.
Right.
So
Trump,
he ain't gonna be trying to say nothing to lose votes.
Man. He's a narcissist, man. Y'all forgetting.
But
he also gonna do shit his way.
He got a jail cell waiting from him too. So he gotta be he gonna be calculating on that jail
cell. You
don't
think they gonna hold him accountable for none of this shit?
Bruh, don't think Trump as dumb as you think he is. He ignorant.
No. I think he's a narcissist.
We know he a narcissist.
And he going out on his own sword.
He see the numbers.
All right. Y'all two on that side. I'm on this side.
Freedom make your ass look. The threat of losing your freedom make you do straighten up and fly right. I don't think you're gonna do it.
To a known person, absolutely.
I know
to a known person,
if a jail cell wasn't hanging over his head, he'll damn sure do it. But bro, he can't mess this up. He can't mess this up. He messed this up. He going to prison.
Watch this here.
And that would mess it up for him right there. Because you know what? They wouldn't even be talking about the fact if he said anything policy related. They're gonna be harping on the fact that he disrespected black folk in front of the world.
So let's get the record straight. Y'all think Trump finna go up there for 2 hours and not insult this woman downtown?
Not with that kind of comment. Not with no stupid calling her a stupid woman. A black woman, a stupid black woman in front of the world. I don't think he's gonna do that.
Okay. Maybe he may not say stupid.
Now you really
but he gonna infer that she's not smart. He's gonna infer that she's not smart.
I bet he don't.
Gonna make a comment about that.
Not in front of the world, he ain't gonna pull that shit.
Okay. He's been doing it in front of the world.
Hold on, he'll do that at a rally. He's not gonna do that on that damn debate stage.
Boy, I'll be shocked and appalled. I'll be shocked.
That's right. If he does that on the debate stage, he might well get the handcuffs ready.
And
he ain't gonna make it out of that one.
Cause he been running around here talking about let Trump be Trump. So if he don't get up there and insult her in some type of way, all y'all that support him, he's a phony. Cause if you're gonna go out on your own sword, go out on your own sword. That's what I'm saying. All this machismo, macho. No, hold on, BigTone. Let me finish. All this machismo and both days braggadocious he supposed to be. Well, nigga, go ahead and say what you gonna say, and not be flipping and flopping. Well, I'm gonna be nice over here. Nah, nigga, you supposed to be a gangster.
Tony C.
You supposed to be a gangster.
Tony C. Stop talking shit from your point of view.
No, BigTone. I'm talking shit.
Hold on, bro. Listen to me. Just hold on.
Talk to me.
You talking it from your point of view.
No.
You got a bunch of dumb, ignorant ass cultists. They don't give a fuck what he do. Rather he talk tough on that rally stage and say, yes, Miss Kamala, yes, Miss Kamala. They still gonna think he the toughest thing since water.
And that's what you call bullshit.
You're trying to make common sense out of a bunch of ignorant ass people. Now,
but you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, with that said, he's not going to do the shit that you thinking that he going to do, number one. And I'm going to say this again. Please do it. I don't think you understand how much I want him to do everything that you think he's tough enough to do in front of somebody.
And Tony, let me tell you what he's going to do, bro. This is what he's going to. Donald Trump's going to go up there and be moderate as hell. Yeah, Donald Trump going to go up there and try to pivot back to the center, bro. He, at this point, he know, well, I don't know if he know, but anybody that know how to run an election know this motherfucker's losing. And if he don't get his ass back to the middle and start trying to act like he got some sense, he gonna lose. He can't stay on that wild right wing bullshit that he been on. But ain't nobody hearing that shit no more. So at this point in the game, his only move, he's got one move left, and it's the only move to come to the center. If he don't come to the center, he is.
What I'm saying, you'll have these same motherfuckers around here. He's a fighter. But y'all sitting up here telling me that he can go over here and basically be a bitch.
Dude, that's red meat stuff. That's for them.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
No, listen,
y'all jumping on me. I'm just saying what his folks be
reason why
saying.
we jumping on you, you talking from the cultist point of view. Them the only motherfuckers talking about him fighter. His cultist. So I don't.
Then bottom line is he full of shit. That's the character he's playing.
You're gonna see a different Donald Trump on that stage, bro, against Kamala. He has no chance going back to the right. If he does that, he's going to jail. Anybody that knows how to run a campaign gonna tell that man to pivot back to the middle. You better start acting like you give a damn about the whole country and cut all that bullshit out. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose.
And then they already talking about, oh, he's supposed to bring
Lewandowski down.
No.
Kelly and Conway.
No, bro.
Tulsa Gabbard.
No, listen. He supposed to bring Willie Brown's wife. He supposed to put her up in the office because he think up in the audience.
In the box.
Because he think that Kamala was messing with Willie Brown when they had already been separated for 12 years, but they was just still married. Who is that? You got to put yourself on mute, bro. Yeah, because their background is getting annoying. You understand what I'm saying? He talking about playing the petty game. Good. Bring him. Stormy Daniels.
Another thing too, Tony, to prove to you that he's already tried to pivot, come back to the middle. He's now denying that he know anything about Project 2025. So that's a pivot.
Yep.
That's him trying to pivot back to the middle.
But that's a lie, though.
That is.
We know
but that's irrelevant. He's trying to pivot. So he's trying to show people a pivot back to the middle, saying, I don't know nothing about that right wing shit they talking about doing over there. That don't make no sense to me. I'm here. I'm here for the American people. That's a pivot. That's what he's trying to do. And if he's already shown us his direction, he ain't gonna change that direction in the middle of that debate. He's showing that he's trying to pivot to the middle. Doing what you saying doing is nothing but a losing proposition for him on that stage. If he's trying to pivot
all I want to hear, and I'd come back and tell you, you know what, Big Tone, y'all was right. Your ghost was right. I want my flowers. If I'm right, I'm gonna give y'all flowers.
I hope we got to give you some flowers, because if we give you some flowers, that means we got a new president. We got Madam President Harris.
So
that fool go up there and he think that he gonna insult that intelligent black woman in front of the world, and it ain't gonna be no backlash at the poll. He gonna be here, fool.
Okay.
And you still missing the point.
No, I'm not. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know y'all.
Yeah, we hoping he do that.
I got you.
That ain't nothing to. But if he bring her, I will bring Stormy Daniels. I'll bring the other girl both porn stuff. Yeah. DC.
Oh, you talking about old girl?
I'm hoping he didn't never pivot to the center, because I'm telling if he'd have pivoted in that damn convention and tried to go to the middle right then, he probably will win. He probably won.
To show you how ignorant he was. I'm gonna show you how ignorant he is. Even though everybody know now that was the stage ass, fake ass coup. Even though innocent people got killed, that goes to show you he don't give a fuck about nobody. So right there. But all that happened before the convention. I'm gonna show you how diabolical and just evil and wicked this dude is. He has no passion, no sympathy, nothing in his soul. He is totally void. He is totally void. Because all he had to do at that convention, now everybody knew it would have been bullshit, but people, trust me, it would have made a difference. I'm here. This attempt really opened my eyes. God is good. The Most High saved me, and I understand, the importance of life and people, and understanding we all got to come together as one. If he even just an ounce, just a little bit, just a fucking little bit said that shit would have made a difference to these ignorant ass people. They would have pivoted. They would have pivoted. Now, the real people like us, like me, Ghost, y'all, we know. Listen to this dumb motherfucker. Listen, he trying, but But for the middle of the road, motherfucker who just looking for him to try to see if he got any good in him, that shit would have worked with them.
Actually, he still got a chance though, Tone. That's why I'm nervous.
I think he gone.
I'm still nervous. Look, bro, this man go up there and try to be contrite on that damn debate stage and talk like he had like he halfway got some sense, bro.
Too many
man.
Goes too many Republicans has already jumped that ship. Too many of them, and they're not going back. See, you got to understand the level of Republicans that he lost to. See, you niggas talking about black people that gained. No, but he lost just as many Republicans and white folk as he gained in Negro. Them few ignorant Negroes who vote for because they think they're gonna get a stimulus check.
Well, I'm listening. I think Marcus said he went and got Lewandowski so he can go back to the right and do all that racist shit. Yeah. Let me say something. I hope he does. Mm-hmm. I don't want this fool to pivot to the middle at all. I want him to give himself zero chance of winning. But I'm telling you, bro, if to win an election, this shit works. That shit works. Pivoting to the middle, being contrite. But I think basically going up there begging for votes and acting like you man, let me tell you something. There's a way you can phrase this.
Yeah.
That your life, that God showed you your purpose. With that bullet showed you bro, do you understand people will eat that up?
Yeah, but it's too late. The people that eat it up, bro, it's too late. Motherfuckers already know him. His chance was that assassination attempt. That was his chance.
And with Mark, Tony, Mark, what boy said, mentioning reparation. I told you, but that's a winning position for both of them. Either one of them. If either one of them had to say that they want to sit down and talk to the CBC on what they can do to get some money to infuse some money into the black community. He ain't got to say reparations, but then let your surrogates run out there and use the word reparations. You say infuse money into the black community, and then you let the people on the news, Fox News, and everybody else use the word reparations. Bro, that's a winning for black folk. That's a win.
Hold on for a minute.
Neither one of them done it though.
Yeah, hold on for a minute. Is it? Because now you talking about losing your races, your core races. Hold on. You gonna help who?
They not gonna do it. Tone. He can shoot somebody. Them people that know he. See the difference between us and them. Let me make this clear to y'all. When Republicans tell a lie to their constituents, they say he playing politics. When our people tell a lie to the constituents, we hold them to that lie. Well, he telling the truth. So when she said, I'm not going to do nothing for just for black folk, when she say something like that, we hold her to word for word, like that's exactly what she meant. Yet look at all the policies. Who are they pointing to? But when Trump would have did something like that, his people would have knew, oh, that's just politics. We know he had to say that. You want me to tell you how I know that? Because every time he denounced racism, what do all the racist groups do? Say that exactly. We know he got to talk like that. He a politician. They say it all the time. Did you ever seen the Proud Boys run from Trump, even after he denounced them, the KK, all of them? No, they don't run. Why? Because they know that he's just saying that because that's what y'all want to hear. But black folks, we won't do that to our politicians. Let them go up there and play the politic game. We'll be like, no, we think he's gonna do it for real.
Yep.
So you gotta understand they're immediately, I should say, they politically trained. We ain't politically trained good. We take everything verbatim. We don't understand how this politics work. So that's why everybody holding that stuff against Kamala, what she said. She couldn't have said that. We only 14% in this country. Making a comment like that when you got to get 35 to 40% from the other side to go along with you, and you making comments like that, you're gonna disenfranchise them. They already scared that they getting left behind. Saying something like that, and you know how we do. We work. Give us a little change. Give us anything. We're gonna stretch that dollar a mile. So they don't want to hear that. And she got to be careful not to say that. She can say it without saying it by doing exactly what her program say. You can say that shit without saying it. When the moment that Biden was talking about that damn forgiveness, the first thing I'm thinking about, okay, that's a form of reparations because it was a bad situation that he fixing that needed repair, and he fixing it, and it affects us drastically. I mean, us talking about black folks drastically. Them women had tons of debt, men too. Can't buy no house with all that shit hanging over your head. You can't get up, leg up in the world at all. You're going to work for the next 50 years just to pay them back. No, that shit got to go. And education is a great equalizer. Because that's the one thing they can't take from you. I don't care if they take your house, whatever. As long as you got some brains on your shoulder, you can get it back. You can go get it back. So yeah, that's the great equalizer. So everybody's saying, well, why we don't need to go to college? We shouldn't be talking. I ain't gonna say go to college and study no damn liberal arts. No, don't do that. But going to college and getting a law degree, going to college, getting an engineering degree, going to college and getting in the medical field or dentistry or anything that you know we need in our community, that's a good job.
That's and it's a lifelong job.
Hell, let me quit even saying job. No, that's a career.
That's a career, right? And it's a lifelong career. So that's what we got to understand, man. People just got to understand. You know, and like I said, this college loan shit, this shit is a scam anyway. It's a banker scam. And why you think that you can file bankruptcy on everything except your student loan?
Because black folks hold most of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
And that's the reason
when black folks start holding most of them, they say, oh shit, we ain't finna forgive this debt. Notice, ain't no debt for us forgiven. None. We couldn't get them student loan debts forgiven. When it's time for you to lose your house, you're gonna lose your house. Everybody black gonna lose their house. And then when enough black folks have lost their house, then they come up with a program to bail everybody else out.
Dante, that's how you know they're down bad. Now what make them think some Taylor Swift gonna back some goddamn Trump? But see, they do that because they know how ignorant their voters are. They really believe Taylor Swift gonna endorse Donald Trump. You don't see them on TikTok, bro. You don't see these Trumpers on TikTok. It's over for the Democrat. You mad Democrat? Taylor Swift ready, and I'm just looking at these motherfuckers. I'm like, but I understand that's who they are. They just, again, counters. Swifties for Trump. You know, man, you can put anything on a shirt. So, but that's who they are. That's how you know they're down bad. It is, look, man, now Ghost think all he got to do is go to the middle and just, I'm sorry. He passed that situation.
I hope so.
See, I'm thinking now, see, again, y'all, what we see as the quote unquote polls, that's just external. But what they got, internal, as they call it, the internal polls, he lost. That's why Lindsey Graham out here. I think he gonna lose this week. Republican Party got a set to be ready for post Donald Trump and all that. You don't say that publicly, bro, without looking at them internal polls. See, the external polls is for the mainstream media to keep people. That's why they're gonna always say, oh, Trump either up by 1 or 2, or she up by 1. See, they're going to always keep it close. Because they need people to keep looking at them and keep going to the mainstream media to keep their viewership up. But both parties got the internal polls. See?
I hope so, Tom. I just hope he don't try to do nothing to win. I want him to do everything he's been doing.
Hold on now. I ain't said that was my next thing I'm ready to head to. He already, why you think he out here saying, I don't need your vote no more? I don't need no more votes. I got all the votes I need. I don't need no more votes. Don't worry about it. I'm good. We good. We got it. Because first of all, he already knows she's going to demolish his ass. His goal, he got all them people in place. He gonna try, or I'd rather his computer, I don't know what way he gonna try to do, but he gonna try either not certify or literally steal votes.
Yeah, that's right. He gonna try to steal it. He got
because he know
even if he don't, I mean,
lost.
he gonna take it to court though.
He already lost straight up.
So he gonna take it to court. You know he gonna take it no matter what happens.
No.
He gonna take it to court.
Yeah. See, he already know he lost straight up. He know that. That's what them Republicans know. That. Look, part of the reason they jumping ship too, they already know this motherfucker disaster and he lost. This woman is whipping his ass and whipping his ass good. To the point
and y'all know it's just a time. It's time to move on, bro. The baby boomer generation is done. It's time.
Yeah.
Kamala, she's Generation X.
Right.
She closer to what the people need. She talking about what the people, especially our people need. It's just time to move on, bro. Because these baby boomers, bro. They just look, bro. They trying to go down. They trying to go down fighting, but it's over with for them. Let them go. It's time for the next generation. And when she do 2 or 3 terms or 2 terms, then I guess we'll move on to another generation. Maybe not. We'll probably stick with us. She need to stay in office for 2 terms, and probably get another Gen Xer. Right. Because we're practical. These damn baby boomers, bro. I'm about done with them. And let them go. Yeah, and that's Donald Trump. He represents the last of the baby boomers.
Yep. So we know what he's gonna do. We already prepared for, because first of all, he too dumb to hide shit. He can't even play the game. Oh no, yeah, it's gonna be a peaceful transfer. If I lose, I lose. He don't even know how to play the game. Hold on, Ant. This right now.
Hey, Tone, I got a 1:30 call. I'm gonna jump out of here, but y'all keep it going. And if my call is over at 1:30, after 1:30, y'all still on, and I'll join back on. Okay. But y'all hold it down.
All right, baby. Yeah. So he know. He don't even know how to play the game, bro. This dude don't even know how to play the game. But that's the evilness and wickedness in him.
See, and Unc, you guys were talking about education earlier. What pisses me off about my state actually is they're starting to defund the public school systems and forcing poor kids to get vouchers, knowing full well they can't afford it.
That's Republicans. So it ain't it's your Republicans. That's what we talking about. It's Republicans.
Yeah.
That's who the Republicans are. But one good thing now, I don't know if she's gonna win the state. I don't know. It probably hard. She might not win it. But right now, as of right now, it's looking goddamn good. She tied. She basically tied in Florida. So if we looking at the polls that's down there, and the people that's jumped ship that's down there, specifically in the Rust Belt of Florida, Dade County, and them elders who down there who's turning against him, is a possibility. Will she win it? I don't know. Anything can happen. I'm looking at anything to happen this year. But of course, it wouldn't shock me if she don't end up winning it. It wouldn't shock me if she don't end up winning it.
In the chat, I was asking you I said a statement in the chat. Let's be honest with ourselves, Unc. He doesn't have the balls to stand face to face with, and how bad would it to say those type of comments? How bad was it?
He first of all, he don't give a fuck if it's bad or good. He don't care if it's bad or good. That's number one. So let's stop that. But number two, he ain't gonna say that shit. And like I say, I hope he do.
I want to see him do it, but
I hope he do. I hope he do say it.
How bad do his how horrible do his numbers tank in the polls if he says ignorant and sexist comments like that about Harris?
I want to see. So I hope he do it. All right, y'all. Appreciate you never for coming on. Appreciate everybody, man. Good stream. I'll definitely be back, man, because we gonna and look, man, we because I wanna also hear, man, we're gonna do a little bit. I'm probably do about an hour of NBA, man, because I want to hear about the 76ers. They knew they picked up the dude from France. They picked him up, the guy from France. So I definitely want to hear from the 76ers fans. Okay, Chef. I definitely want to hear from the 76ers fans. With the new pickup and everything. So I'm gonna try to broadcast the first day of the convention, and we're gonna get into a little basketball when I come on later. We're gonna get into a little basketball. He said, Biden and Obama speak first day. Yeah. So y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the subscribe button, man. Y'all know, appreciate everybody who come on, man. All my regulars, man. And if you're a new listener, I hope you like what you hear, man. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate everybody. And I will be back this evening because, like I said, we're gonna talk a little bit basketball as well, and we're gonna try to do the convention as well. Oh, they definitely don't, Dante. We're gonna talk about that, Dante, when I come back on later tonight. We're gonna talk about that. They definitely don't have no excuse at all. So we gonna see what's happening. Hey, man, y'all know how I do it, man. I leave out like I come in, man. Whatever y'all do for the rest of the day, make sure you put God Almighty first, man. Make sure you put God Almighty first, man. The creator of the heavens and earth, everything in between, and our ancestors, man, in Jesus' name, man. Amen, amen, amen. Hey, y'all be safe out there, and until later on today, man, I'm BigTone for BigTone Open Sportz Talk. Peace.